Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So on today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to clean, protect, and maintain your wheels. Now we all know that the wheels are usually the dirtiest parts of the vehicle because they're exposed to road grime, some debris, some dirt, mud, road salt during the winter months, and of course brake dust. So it's very important that we not only clean and prep them properly, but we're going to protect them today by applying a wheel coating. So this is a ceramic coating that's been specifically formulated for wheels. This is the Gyeon Q2 rim. This lasts up to a year, and of course, thanks to its self-cleaning properties, is going to make the maintenance washes of your wheels a lot easier because dirt, debris, dust, and of course brake dust is going to have less of a tendency to stick on the wheels. Also, this is a high temperature resistant formula, so it's perfect for wheel applications, including your calipers. And of course, as well, this is going to have a higher pH resistance, so much greater resistance to chemicals and degreasers, which makes maintaining your wheels a lot simpler. And of course, once you're done protecting the wheels, well, I'm going to also show you the steps on how to maintain that finish. So we're going to start by prepping the wheels and tires. We're going to protect the wheels with, of course, the wheel coating. And then I'm going to show you the easy steps to maintain that finish and make them and keep them looking new for long. You're going to see all the products. You're going to see the products in action. And of course, you're going to get tips and tricks on how to apply them as usual. So without further ado, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan. Welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day. So as I said, today I'm going to teach you how to clean, protect, and maintain your wheels. So we're going to dive right into it. Today I'm going to use my own BMW as a demonstration vehicle, as currently my winter wheels have never been coated by a proper ceramic coating that's specifically formulated for wheels. So today we're going to be using Gyeon products. By the way guys, do not stress with the products as usual. I'll include the links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So you're going to see all the steps. We're going to first start by cleaning and prepping the wheels properly. So I first started by washing the vehicle as I normally do. And now, well, it's time to attack the wheels. So you're going to see all the prepping steps. So what you need to do to properly clean, degrease the tires, clean the wheels, also decontaminate them. So there's going to be some chemical decontamination with tar removers and iron removers, mechanical decontamination with a clay bar if you still have embedded contaminants. And then we're going to move on to properly prep the surface with an isopropyl alcohol mix to remove any polishing oils if you guys need to polish your wheels, or to remove any other dirt and debris, because we want to make sure that they're squeaky clean before we go ahead to the second step, which is protecting the finish with a wheel-specific ceramic coating. So you're going to see how simple this is. We're going to debunk the myths that this is a complicated thing. You guys are going to be able to replicate this at home because these are all consumer grade products. And even though they're consumer grade, they're very high quality. And then of course, step number 3, once you've done all that work, you're going to see how easy it's going to be from now on to maintain the finish on your wheels and on your tires. Before we start, a quick side note, you can do a wheels off service, which means if you have the tools and equipment, you can go ahead and remove the wheels off the vehicle, so that way you have an easier access to the inner barrels. However, you can still go ahead and do all of these steps without having to remove the wheels if you don't have the tools and equipment at home. So no worries, because there's a little workaround for the inner barrels, namely a silica spray sealant in a spray and rinse formula. So you're going to see that a bit later on, but no worries. So let's go ahead with the steps. All right, so for the first step, we're going to want to rinse the wheels and tires to remove the majority of the loose dirt and contaminants. So you can use your pressure washer or a garden hose as you want. Okay, so the next step is going to be to degrease the tires. So we're going to use Gyeon tire cleaner for the job. You want to make sure to remove any previous tire dressings that are there. That way the new one will have better bonding to the rubber, and also you're going to have less slinging of the product onto the paint. So you apply a generous coat and you're going to let it dwell for about 30 seconds to a minute. So we're then going to take a tire brush like the Tough Shine tire brush. We're going to rinse it out. I like to apply a bit of tire cleaner onto the brush directly as well, and you go ahead and scrub the tires. So what you want is a nice white foam like this, so that tells you that it's fully cleaned. If you get browning, that means that there's still some grease and dirt in the tires, so you got to reapply and rinse again to make sure you get a white foam, which is going to indicate that the tire is fully cleaned. So next in my wheel bucket, I added a bit of gyeon bathe. Now this is a pH neutral, gentle cleaner. Doesn't contain any additives. This is also perfect for those maintenance washes. So a bit of soap, and with the wheel brush here, we're gonna go ahead and start with the upper part of the wheel, so the inner barrels. Always start with the upper parts and work yourself to the lower parts. And you can take your wash mitt to do the faces of the wheels, or use a boar hair brush like this, whatever you guys want. And of course, just clean the face of the wheels as well. Make sure you get inside where the lug nuts are. You can also hit the brake caliper, make sure that's clean. And now we're gonna go ahead and rinse off. All right, so we're now at the point of doing the chemical decontamination. So especially if you have older wheels that weren't properly maintained, you might have some brake dust that's caked in, and also some black little spots. The black dots are probably some tar deposits. So what you want to go ahead and do is use a tar remover, something like gyeon tar. Of course, as a quick tip, always work in a shaded area or in a garage, well-ventilated space. Always work on a cool surface, so never in direct sunlight, and make sure your wheels are cool to the touch. So if you do have some tar deposits, spray on the tar remover, let it dwell for a couple of minutes and rinse off. These are brand new winter wheels, so of course they don't have tar in my case. So the next chemical decontamination step is to use an iron remover, something like gyeon iron. What this is going to do is you basically spray it on, it sprays on clear, and once it reacts with the iron filings, well, it's going to turn purple to indicate that the reaction has occurred. So it's going to loosen and melt away the embedded iron particles that come from your brakes. So all that brake dust gets accumulated on the faces of the wheels and the inner barrels, and it also flies onto the paintwork. So if you want, you can decontaminate your paintwork with an iron remover as well. So what we're going to go ahead and do is spray the iron remover liberally on the wheels. Again, on a cool surface, spray those inner barrels as well. You're going to wait a couple of minutes, and then when you see the iron particles turn to purple, that's a sign that the chemistry has worked and it's ready to be rinsed off. So hopefully you can see here there's already some purple that is leaking down, sign that the iron remover is doing its job. All right, so now it's time to rinse. All right, so now at this point, if you still feel that there are some embedded contaminants in the clear coat or in the finish of your wheels, or if you did the wheels off service and your wheels are off the vehicle and you notice that there's still some deposits, either tar particles that weren't fully dissolved or still some embedded contaminants in the inner barrel, it's time to do a clay bar or to clay the wheels. So you're gonna need a clay lubricant, of course, something like gyeon clay lube, and something like a mild clay. Gyeon also has that. So you go ahead and generously spray your clay lubricant. You're gonna rub the clay bar or the clay towel or whatever clay media you guys have to remove the remainder of those embedded contaminants. Because again, what you want is a fully prepped wheel for the coating to bond to and have a nice slick surface to be able to adhere to. So if you need it, of course my wheels are new, you don't, but you go ahead, clay lube and clay lubricant. So once the clay stage is done, now it's time to rinse the wheel once more. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and fully dry the wheels and tires, very important. So to do so, you can use something like the gyeon silk dryer, a twisted loop microfiber drying towel, very soft, silk edged, so it won't scratch the paint, very absorbent. Or you can go ahead and use something like a car dryer, which I love because it gets the job done quickly. So let's go ahead and do that. So now the wheels and tires are fully dry to the touch. So that means they're ready to go for the next stage, which is going to be to prep the surface using an isopropyl alcohol mix. So gyeon has their own prep. So this is a very good isopropyl alcohol mix. Essentially, this is going to remove any polishing oils that might be left over if you went ahead and polished your wheels. So if you have those gloss black wheels with some light scratches and swirls, you want to go ahead and machine polish them, and then you remove the polish, and then you're going to go ahead and use an isopropyl alcohol mix to remove the polishing oils and make sure the surface is squeaky clean. But even if you did not polish your wheels, still go ahead and do the IPA wipe down with the isopropyl alcohol mix, because you want the surface, of course, to be as squeaky clean as possible, and this is going to promote better bonding of the ceramic coating on the wheel. So we're generously going to spray the IPA on the surface, just like so. And we're going to simply go ahead and use a microfiber towel. So something like this polish wipe from Gyeon. And you simply remove the product. This is also going to help to break down any older waxes or paint sealants that might be on your wheels if you had applied some. So now the surface is fully prepped. It's almost sticky to the touch, so it doesn't glide a lot because now there's no protection. And now is the time to apply the wheel coating. So something like Gyeon Q2 Rim. This is a ceramic coating that's specifically formulated for wheels, so it resists those high temperatures. Perfect to resist, of course, the cleaners and degreasers that you use to maintain your wheels. So good pH resistance. And to apply, normally we use the microfiber suede applicators with those suede blocks, but Gyeon have released this brand new microfiber applicator. So it's pocket form, so you slip your fingers in the back, and then in the front you have this nice form, because for wheels you want to be able to get into that intricate design and of course coat the entire surface. Don't forget your brake calipers as well. So you open the wheel coating. Always wear protective gloves. Of course, I always wear black nitrile gloves when I do detailing. Also a mask if necessary. I work in a well-ventilated space. So you're going to pour a couple of drops of the coating onto your microfiber applicator. And then you simply go ahead and you wipe on the surface. Very, very easy to apply. So you do the entire front face of the wheels, and then you're going to remove or level the coating. You're going to buff it off, as we say, using another microfiber towel. In this case, I'll be using the Gyeon Bald Wipe microfiber towel. This ceramic coating, like the majority of the wheel coatings, needs 24 hours to cure, so do not expose the vehicle to any rain or water after you're done applying it. And you're going to see this goes on very easily, so super easy to apply and to remove. Make sure you cover all the surface of the wheel. And now the brake caliper. When you're done with the applicator and your ceramic coating for wheels, of course, discard it after use. Same thing goes for the microfiber towel you're going to use to buff off the residue. So the ceramic coating, you're going to throw that away as well in the garbage, because you don't want those ceramic coating molecules to harden up, and then when you reuse it, you're going to scratch or mar the finish. So once you're done buffing off or leveling the coating, just discard those microfiber towels in the garbage. So I'm using Gyeon Bald Wipe. This is a great microfiber towel to remove ceramic coatings. So very low nap, and yeah, it works very well. And this is a super easy to remove ceramic coating. So we've applied it to the face of the wheels, and now it's just a matter of leveling it off, buffing off. There's no tacky or sticky residue. So this is why I like this ceramic coating. And once you're done with the application on the face, if you did a wheels off service, well, then you're going to go ahead, turn the wheel around and just do the inner barrel, same way. So you apply the coating, you let it flash. So you're going to see that kind of a rainbow effect on the finish 30 seconds to a minute later. And that's a sign that it's ready to buff off. So very easy to apply, very easy to remove. It's going to give you up to a year of protection if you maintain your wheels correctly. Of course, durability always depends on your driving conditions and of course, of the elements as well, but this is a long-lasting coating. So let's make sure that we fully removed it. And that's it. Our wheels are now protected, so that's awesome. Once the 24 hours have passed of curing time, you're not going to expose your vehicle to water or rain for 24 hours after the application. For those of you who couldn't do the wheels off service, there's a workaround for that to get to the inner barrels. And that's one of their silica spray sealants. That's a spray-on rinse-off formula, and it's the new wet coat formula. So you guys have seen me use this before. It's extremely hydrophobic, and it's a spray and rinse coating. So it's very simple. When you're done washing and rinsing your wheels during your maintenance washes, while the wheel is still wet, you're going to go ahead and spray the product on the surface and of course in the inner barrels as well. You're going to immediately rinse and flush with your pressure washer or your high pressure garden hose, and that's it. You're going to have beading and protection. So anywhere from 2 to 3 months in real world conditions is what I see, and it goes all the way to 5 or 6 months if you don't do a lot of driving or if it's not exposed to crazy elements outside in the inclement weathers. So this is a very quick way, and we're going to talk about this in the maintenance phase. So this is the workaround for those who can't do the wheels off service. All right, so now that we've protected the wheels, we're going to go ahead and dress the tires for that ultimate detailed look. So to do this, I'm going to use gyeon Q2 tire. Now this is a very long lasting dressing. It has that deep matte look. So if you want higher gloss, just apply it and let it be. If you want the matte effect, 15 minutes after application, just wipe away some of the excess and you're going to get the matte effect or that satin effect. And also to increase durability, a nice little trick is to use a hair dryer to add some hot air to actually cake it in to the tire, or you can also use your car dryer. This blows hot filtered air, so that's another tip. So you go ahead and apply some to your applicator and you simply apply it to the face of the wheel. So now the wheels and tires are of course prepped and protected. So 24 hours after the final application, you can go outside and drive it in the rain or water with no issues. And now you'll be able to enjoy driving the vehicle because your wheels are protected. Now for the maintenance of the finish, when you're in your regular maintenance washes, it's actually very simple because now you have fully protected wheels and tires. So very minimal effort is going to be needed to maintain that finish. So you're going to use again your tire cleaner or a degreaser to make sure you clean the tires. You're going to rinse that off. The wheels, you can use a nice high quality pH neutral soap like gyeon Bathe to of course clean the wheels and the inner barrels. Once you've done your final rinse and it's still wet, you can go ahead and apply this spray and rinse off coating. So something like gyeon wet coat. Very simple. You, while it's still wet on the surface, you spray on the outer surface, you spray in the inner barrels, you immediately wash off with your, and rinse off with your pressure washer or your garden hose, and that's it. More beading, more sheeting, more protection added, and of course it's gonna just help to maintain that finish even more. You can also use a silica spray sealant, something like gyeon Cure. Quick tip, if you have some high gloss black wheels or you see some streaking with the product, just dilute it 1-in-1 with distilled water. And then once you're done drying the wheel and your tires to maintain the finish, you can apply your favorite tire dressing or something like this new Tire Express from gyeon. It's an easy daily tire dressing, so you can apply this as often as you want. And it doesn't have to be as heavy of a coat as the coating you applied with Q2 tire. So basically this is just a maintenance dressing that's going to help to keep that finish lasting long. So that's it. Maintenance is pretty simple. You're going to go ahead and wash the wheels and tires. You're going to apply more protection or to top off the protection with a spray-on product. And then you're going to go ahead and apply a nice thin layer of a tire dressing. And that's it. You're going to get that awesome result every single time. By the way, guys, to answer a frequently asked question by my viewers, when you're done washing your wheels and you're finished rinsing and drying them, you'll often notice that you're going to get a light layer of rust on your brake rotors. Don't worry, guys, this is totally normal. Very easy to remove and alleviate this issue. So you simply drive up and down your driveway while applying the brakes a few times, and that's it. You're going to remove the layer. Or once you're done washing and rinsing the wheels, when they're still wet, you can spray something like Hyde's Serum Stopper. directly onto the rotors, and that's going to prevent that light layer of rust to happen. But other than that, no big issue. Just drive it up and down your driveway a couple of times while applying the brakes, and that's it. You're going to remove that light layer of rust. So guys, as you were able to see, it's not that complicated to clean, protect, and maintain your wheels, so you will be able to replicate these steps at home. By the way, if you want to check out the products, I made sure to include the links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. I also want to give a big shout out to Gyeon and all their team for sponsoring this video and making all of this happen, so thank you for that. Guys, if you appreciate my videos and my tutorials, make sure you show me your support by smashing the thumbs up button. Also, have you ever coated your wheels? Let me know in the comment section under the video. And what products do you use? What's your routine? Let us know, and maybe you guys have some tips and tricks that you want to share with my viewers. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll also continue to learn more about car detailing, so products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques. So guys, thanks for being there, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.